Alright guys, I just got done shooting the final photos. I kind of just wanted to give you some insight as to what the heck's going on here. I'm sure some of you can figure out exactly what I'm talking about here, but I wanted to put it in my own words because, well, it makes sense in my head, and I hope you guys agree. So, we have it coming down into the pump and shooting across. Now, the whole purpose of this valve in the middle is pretty much so that I can land. Now, I wanted a small, kind of compact computer to be able to bring, but I wanted the extra cooling of having a 360 rad in a pedestal while still keeping, I have the XL window on this side, I have a full window up top, and the standard window on the other side. Now, doing that, there's not really any other place I can put a radiator. So, down here is the only option. So, when I'm home, I have it connected like this. It's running, it comes down into here. Now it'll try and go over to the valve, which is closed currently. So then it'll force it to go down and into the pedestal here. So we have quick disconnects here. So it's going into the rad, through the rad, back up through. Up here, again, it's closed. It's not allowing it to go backwards, and then forces it through the rest. So you have the 240 rad here and the 360 rad down there. That's where we'll run when I'm home in my main, a true overclock. Now, when I want to land, I want it to be smaller, more compact, and not take a whole lot of time to do. So I'm going to kind of go slow and explain it here, but I can do it much faster. So what I would do essentially is I decide I want to land. I shut off the computer. And now, here's a quick disconnect. So, disconnect. Disconnect. These things are strong, violent. Now, here's the key. It's not leaking here. This is where we turn this. And which way is it? I don't want to break it. Boom. Now it's open. So what's going to happen now with the flow is, sorry, I kind of got that out of view. This is turned. So what's going to happen now is it's going to come down. All the liquid's full in here, so it's not going to let any more liquid come down here. It's going to force it straight across and through here. So this is now essentially closed off. The whole top section is now its own unit. So just to test that out, I'll turn the computer back on. And there you go. Now it's running through just the top section. So I could now, with the quick disconnect, I'm not going to take it fully off because, well, I will and show you guys after, and I'll cut the clip, but let me take this off. So put that window to the side. So what we can now do is we're free. I want to be careful here, but it's actually locked in with that system I made. Boom. I can now take this completely off. I can put this now on the wheels. I'm probably going to also make a little bracket system where I can just place it right on the wheel, and then these tubes will be attached underneath so that they're not hanging off. Now when I want to come back, I just bring it back, line it up, place it right back on. Now this is quick. You're going to probably hear a click. Here's a click. And we're back on. It is now attached, as you can see. So what we would do, again, well, the computer would already be off. Computer's off. I would now that I'm back, I would close that off, reattach. Now let me just make sure I do this the right. Oh, whoops! No wonder it wouldn't go down. There's the click. Okay. Now I'll reattach it. Just double check because I'm paranoid. Comes down, down to here, in, out, back up, good to go. Turn the computer back on. Now we have a 240 and a 360 in the loop. Simple as that, I think. Took a lot of planning. Some details here were that I measured and I thought that that pump was gonna fit in here. Boy, was I wrong. That wasn't even close. Didn't panic though. I drilled it through here, and I actually think that the look of just having the plexi top showing is better than what it would have looked like before. Well, hope you guys think that's a decent idea. Can find some use to it. I think I'm going to find it useful, and feel free to steal my ideas. Alright guys, so I ended up taking some photos of the build while it was detached on the desk, and I gotta still take some while it's reattached, but I kind of wanted to show you the process of putting it back on. Now again, I'm not going to rush. I could and try and do it real fast and be like, hey look, I can put this back on and off in under a minute, but what's the use? I'm not in a rush. So I only have 2 screws in each because, well, as long as you do it on either corner, that's plenty enough to hold it. And, you know, it's only going to a land for a night or 2 at most, so I'm confident that it'll stay together. Now, I was pretty nervous tipping this on its side, but that's simply because I just built the damn thing and spent so much time on it that you know, you got liquid in here, you get a little cautious. The cautious one. Shout out. Alright. 2 down. I'm just so glad this is done. It was fun, it was exciting. I worked real hard, probably just from when I started building. I logged about 120 hours or something on it. I've been going nuts. But it's well worth it. Because it came out as expected. I'm really happy that this whole separation of the pedestal thing works as planned. I was nervous about that. My first, I'll give you a secret, technically it's my first computer build. The one I was using previously, I just picked out the parts and my friend's brother built it for me. So this is actually my first full computer build. Let's be careful here. Click, click, click. There's 3 disconnects now. I'm gonna hook back in the quick disconnects to the pedestal. The tubing quick disconnects. I call the quick disconnect system to the pedestal in the top just because, well, it's essentially what it is. Now again, I'm going to turn that valve to stop it from going. It would go through the pedestal and the top, but it would just, the flow would be so off, so that's why it stops there, but I'll stop it from going across. Looks good. We're done.